Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Beorning, and we are here at Parth Glen, and I think before we do anything else I better tag the stable master.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
But the most important thing is that we have found a discarded pack here. Here it is. And let's see what this has to do with anything. Ah, this looks like that we need a little time to learn what else happened.
Something happened to our mutual friends. The signs of it are everywhere in the East Wall. But did the danger come from without their number? Or within?
Aragorn, the dwarf, the elf, that halfling, the other halfling, Frodo's servant. Well, okay. That shows you Boromir's opinion on all this stuff. Hello there, Aragorn. I understand, Boromir, but you know the words of Gandalf. Though there be strength in Minas Tirith, it is not a strength that will avail us in the matter of Frodo's burden. If this were a contest that could be won by strength of arms, I would readily agree to go at once to your city. But I fear it is not. When Frodo returns, he will give us his decision, and we will do what we can to support him. Will we not? He just doesn't understand. We need the ring to survive. I believe we should go to Minas Tirith, Boromir. But if it came to a vote, that would be my decision. You had told us to the enemy's desire to destroy Minas Tirith, and I think that is where we are most needed. But I will stand with Frodo, whatever his decision. Sigh. Well, his arrows are going to be nothing compared to that ring, though. Alright, well, I'll go and find Frodo myself and convince him, since they apparently are all bent to follow whatever he says. Very well. Hey, Frodo! Hi there. You are very kind, Boromir, but I have seen no danger. If there are orcs about, they must remain from the other side of the river. I have simply been walking and thinking about what we must do, but it is not an easy decision to make. I know what I must do, but I am afraid. Well then, won't you just come to the city and think about it? No, I know what we must do, but I'm afraid to do it. Yeah, okay. So listen to reason then. I know Minas Tirith is endangered, Boromir, but I cannot bring the ring there. You heard what Gandalf said at the council, and Elrond. My road lies to the east, and to the fire. The ring cannot save Gondor. Its only power is the power to destroy. Ah, boy, his mind's poisoned, isn't it? Yeah, he's not listening. Wizards have already filled his head with nonsense. Yes, Boromir, it is my burden, and I will not give it to you. You are not yourself. The ring has influenced your words. Do not let me influence your actions as well. I have nothing more to say to you. Oh, come on, I'll probably go and take it. Oh, that fool. He'll just give the ring to Sauron. Hey, you. Boromir, no. The ring cannot save Gondor. It must be destroyed. Well then, this is what you get for that. Now, I'll just take the ring from you. Hey, what are you doing? Where do you go? Where did that fool go? Maybe he went into this bush. Anything in this bush? Just a rabbit. Now, where'd that guy go? Hey, maybe he's hiding under here. Those things are small. No, not there. Hey, can you hide in a pile of leaves? Maybe there's some sign here of him passing through? Where did that cowardly creature go? Aragorn? What have you done? We must divide into pairs and carefully... Hey, wait! Come back! Alright, I am back to myself. Telling Hobnagans I don't care to attend. And we have a few people all around here. Hello there. Nice merry group you've got here.
My name is Rodwin, and I am a champion of Gondor and an adventurer for hire.
I have come north of Gondor with my friends in search of the glory and coin. Not necessarily in that sequence, but now we have run into some trouble. We lost Quillen not long ago after leaving Carandros. He was a minstrel and did not understand the need for silence in a crucial moment. Our guardian, as staunch a dwarf as I've ever known, has been captured by orcs, and Isterion seems to have just wandered off. And he is a lore master, so I suppose we should have expected it. He gets interested in the strangest of things and tends to follow his interest wherever it leads him, which is usually away. We could use your help if you offer it. Introduce yourself to Hestel over there before she gets into any more gray worry. Even more gray with worry. Come speak with me again afterwards, and I'll answer any of your questions. Alright. Hello there?
Yes? Are you here to help us?
Yes, well, we'll see how much help you can be, Pineclaw. We ran into some trouble not long after we left Carandros, but there was only the start. These lands were supposed to be deserted, but now they are anything but empty. Orcs have poured across the river in great numbers, and we find further passage north to be far more difficult than we planned. And now our guardian has gotten himself captured.
I need everyone to be ready before we can rescue our captive guardian.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. Well, anyway. So you're the champion here? Only one sword?
Shortly after we arrived in the East Wall, I lost my prized sword to the orcs.
Yes, we were set upon by orcs and barely escaped with my life. There were perhaps a dozen of the creatures, and though I gave better than I got, there were simply too many. My greatest shame is not that I retreated, but that I lost my sword as I did so. I have borrowed this old thing from Hestil, but it is not as good a sword as I own, a quality high blade from Gondor. It is probably in the hands of some orc now. If you could find it and return it to me, I would be indebted to you. I do not even know where to begin such a search. There are so many orcs throughout the East Wall. It could be any of them. If the orcs took it from me remains in this land. I think I know where that sword is. Anyway, that's the entire reason for even bothering with any of these was for that specific case. Now, they want me to go to Dead Orc Glade. I would rather do that in a subsequent episode, in the next episode, rather than this one, because that one will take some time. So therefore, I guess we might as well help this guy then. Hello there.
Well met, friend. My name is Ramdir, and I am a warden of Minas Ithil.
Yes, you're a Beorning unless I missed my guess. I thought so. It's a pleasure to meet you. Yes, we seek to keep alive the memory of the Tower of the Moon and the virtues it represents. There are few of us left in these dark days, but that makes our charge all the more important. I have traveled with this band of adventurers ever since I met them at Caer Sandros from the south. Our goals are not precisely aligned, but I could not make the journey north on my own, and they professed a need of another protector along the road. I did not know how badly they needed it. They have not done the first thing for ensuring their safety at this camp. It is common cause enough for now. Do you see the great rock out there in the water? It is called Tol Brandir by the elves, but to men of my kind it is known as Tindrock. It is said to be unclimbable, but I worry that an orc archer will do some hurt if he managed to make it on the perch. Swim out to Tindrock and circle it once, looking for signs of an orc presence. It would make me feel more secure, friend. Alright, so he wants... Well, here's an orc presence. Now, he's not on the tent rock, but he is pretty close to your camp. So I will take care of you. Hey, hello there. You're an orc, right? Yeah, I can tell it from those nasty teeth you have. Hello, orc. What nasty teeth you have? Better to kill you. Alright, now where were we? Oh. Actually, before I go out, there's one more important thing I need to do. And that is to... Let's see. Mansix can't... Haldirith. I don't need to go back to Haldirith. So... we will do that. And head out this way. Into the Tindrock. Looks like a wizard. So we have to circle this thing. As you slowly go around the rock. Now, it is best not to go down the waterfall while you do this. Well, first of all, I think that even if it wasn't just a thought of going down a waterfall like that is likely to be fatal even in the real world, in that they probably haven't implemented that part yet. You have swum out to discover the Tindrock called Tol Brandir by the elves. Right, okay. That's okay. But that's most likely a territory that's not yet supported in the game. So you can be sure that if you go there, you're most likely going to just get insta-killed. But I didn't know how long... I forgot how long it takes in order to go around this crazy rock. The Tindrock. Alright. Now, why would you call it the Tindrock? Because... especially when you consider that he said that that was the common name for it. I mean, if it were some sort of elvish name or something like that, fine. But the common name I would have thought that would be oh, obviously, I mean, tinned. I mean, I'm trying to think, what would tinned mean? As in tinder? I don't know, that doesn't sound quite right. Okay, I'm trying to see anything here that looks like an orc climbed up it. That's the main thing he's worried about. And up along here. That's a pretty barren mountainside. In that we see more gray than we see green. So not much has been growing up there. Alright, and we should be getting around this soon, right? Let's see. Yeah, because right there, that's the point we're supposed to go to. So you could probably just swim out straight to the point. So I'm doing what they literally said to do in the quest, and that was to swim around it. Well, in fact, all you have to do is to go to that, I think all you have to do is go to that little point right there, and that satisfies the quest. But whoever said I'd necessarily do, well, did these, but at least I get a nice view, a back view of the Argonath here. And that tells you how far away we are from where we started out, because we started out on the other side of the Argonath when we arrived at the east wall. Alright, and we will now... It's a strange looking column. I wonder what that is all about. I don't know, it looks like a rather strange little piece. Alright, here we go. We finally are reaching the quest point because we've finally swum all the way around and we find orc bodies! The waterlogged body of an orc floats here. Judging from the state of the corpse and its position ledged against the steep cliff, this orc sought to climb the Tinge Rock but failed. If it did not hit the cliff during the rapid descent, the impact from the water was enough to finish the attempt. You are confident that it also put an end to any other orc designs in climbing the Tinge Rock. It seems as unclimbable as Ramdir had hoped it will be. Good. Then that finishes that. Now, what I wonder is... I mean, really, it lets me do this. Alright, but anyway, I'm going back to Mansig's encampment for... you know, like I'd be able to swim when I'm standing like that. Since we have two quests to take care of here. Hello there. I think I found the owner of the sword.
You say you have found the owner of the blade. How do you know?
Well, she told me of the account of the sword. I suppose the blade does belong to her. She does not sound like much of a champion, if you ask for my opinion. One of the Rohirrim would rather die than leave his blade behind. Still, here's the sword. Alright, good. I'll take that back to her. And I found the orc glade, but I'll be investigating that a little bit more later.
What did you find?
Yes. What glory! Some great hero certainly left a mark in that place. More than a dozen dead Uruks, you said? Well, that's what the quest text said. I didn't quite inspect it closely enough personally. I would have liked to see our mystery friend in person. And you say he did not see a body? Where could he have gone, I wonder? Thank you for investigating the place for me. Tales of such recent glory stir my heart and inspire me to work ever harder for the free people. For Rohan. Alright, so now we can head back to
What brings you to these lands?
Parthgalen, which we fortunately remember to touch that point before we came here, and that's the reason why we did it. I would have thought that it would... I thought I did swift... yes, swift travel indeed. Alright, good. So now let's turn in this quest. And then... see, first of all, let's talk about... Alright, it looks unclimbable to me.
You say the orcs have not managed to climb the Tinge Rock.
This is good. It would be a devastating perch from which they could rain arrows upon my companions. These are good people, Pineclaw, even if they care more about glory and coin than for the ideals of the Wardens of Minas Ithil. However, they are not cautious enough by half. I will stand by them for as long as our paths are the same. But I tell you true, I will fear for their safety once we go our separate ways.
There is a massive orc presence on Amenhen.
Yeah, I guess there is. Alright, here's your sword.
You found my sword!
Thank you, Pineclaw. It is good to hold it once again. Where did you find it? Oh, at a Rohirrim camp after I took it from a orc. Oh, was it shameful to leave my sword behind? Well, perhaps. But if everyone acted as this Rohirrim man insists he should do, there would be few Rohirrim in this land, that is for certain. There is honor in staying alive, Pineclaw. A noble death may lead to multitude of songs, but a hasty retreat may lead to even more dead orcs. Your Rohirrim friend might do well to remember that. And thank you for finding my sword. Alright, and next time we will return to that orc glade and find out who was there and what happened in the next episode of Piney Plays The Beorning.